They say betrayal cuts deepest when it comes from family. But what if I told you? My own husband faked a crime, framed me for it, and ran away with my cousin. And what if I told you? I made sure he regretted every second of it. Before I start, tell me in the comments, where are you watching this from right now? I'm curious how far this story will travel. I'm Vanessa. I'm 35 years old. And last year, I thought my life was perfect. I had a husband, Mark, who everyone said was charming and successful. I had a steady job at a real estate firm. We lived in a comfortable house in Texas. To outsiders, we were the picture of a happy couple. But on the inside, things were slowly cracking. Mark had secrets, and I was about to learn them all in the most devastating way. It started one ordinary morning. Police cars screeched into my driveway, lights flashing, neighbors staring. Before I could process, they stormed into the house. "Vanessa Green!" an officer barked. "Yes?" "You're under arrest for embezzlement and fraud." My blood turned cold. "What? That's impossible." But they shoved papers in my face. Documents, bank transfers, accounts, all in my name. I screamed, I didn't do this. But my husband just stood there, silent, watching. And in that silence I knew he had done it. At the police station, they questioned me for hours. I kept insisting I was innocent, but the evidence was overwhelming. The accounts were in my name. The money trail pointed straight at me. When I finally got out on bail, I ran home, desperate for answers. But the house was empty. Mark was gone. His clothes, his passport, his laptop all gone. And on the kitchen counter was a note. "Don't bother looking for me. You'll take the fall, not me. Tell Rachel I'll meet her in Mexico. M. Rachel, my cousin, my own blood, the two people I trusted most, had destroyed me together." In the weeks that followed, my life collapsed. I was suspended from work. My reputation shattered. My friends avoided me. At night, I'd lie awake, replaying everything. Every smile Mark gave me. Every fake promise Rachel made about sisterhood. I realized they had been planning this for years, slowly moving money, planting documents in my name, setting me up as their scapegoat. And I had walked right into their trap. But what they didn't know was that they had just created a monster. I decided I wouldn't just clear my name. I'd make them pay. I hired a private investigator with what little savings I had left. I told him, "Find them. I don't care where they are." For weeks, nothing. Then one day, he came back with photos. Mark and Rachel, living it up in Cancun, expensive hotels, champagne dinners, laughing like they'd won the world. My hands shook as I looked at those photos. Rage boiled in me. That's when I made my decision. If they wanted to play dirty, I'd play dirtier. I remembered something Mark never knew I knew. See, years ago, I had caught him gambling online. He begged me to forgive him, and I did. But what he didn't know was I kept records, screenshots, bank statements, illegal bets, all tied to his real name. And guess what? Gambling across state lines is a federal crime. So I gathered everything, packaged it neatly, sent it anonymously to the authorities. Then I waited. But before the authorities could act, I got another shock. Rachel called me. Yes, Rachel. Her voice was shaky. Vanessa, you need to know the truth. Mark's not who you think he is. I laughed bitterly. You think I care? But then she said, he's using me too. He told me once he gets the money, he's leaving me behind, just like he left you. For a second, I almost felt sorry for her. Almost. But then I remembered her laugh in those photos. And my pity turned into fuel. I told Rachel to meet me. If you want to bring him down, we'll do it together. She agreed, so I set the stage. We met at a small cafe near the border. She looked different, tired, scared. I can help you, I said. But you have to play your part? She nodded quickly. What she didn't know was, the cafe was bugged. The police were listening in. And when Mark walked in, all smug and arrogant, ready to negotiate, they swooped in. Handcuffs, sirens, the whole show. But the story didn't end there. Because when Mark was dragged away, he looked right at me and smiled. And he whispered, "This isn't over, Vanessa. You don't know the half of it." Later, when the investigators searched his laptop, they found something chilling. Hidden files, dozens of them, all under my name. Fake identities, fake debts, fake crimes. It wasn't just about money. He had been building an entire second life for me. One where I was the criminal and he was the victim. If I hadn't caught him when I did, I might have spent the rest of my life behind bars. So tell me, if your husband and your cousin betrayed you, would you go for revenge like I did? Or would you just walk away? Comment your answer below. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because trust me, the next story I tell you is even darker.